more than half of the population is living with less than $1 a day. I mean, their priority is not the internet.
There have been advancement in penetration of these technologies. What is lacking behind is the social empowerment of that. You have to get the universal access.
Direct One is an international contact center that was started 4 years ago by the group. Today it employs 850 people. And those jobs would not exist in Trinidad and Tobago if not for some of what's happened in ICT technology.
In Cuba, like in many other underdeveloped countries, the personal use of the personal possession of computers, in their homes is not as high as in developed countries. On the contrary, in the schools or in the university or in the workplace, there's more computers.
The internet, of course, is because it's so seamless, it's borderless. It enables, of course, the easy duplication of copyright protected material. But again, it also presents an opportunity for our music creators and our publishers to be able to distribute their music all over the globe.
On behalf of ECLAC, welcome to the Caribbean Forum on the Information Society.
This Caribbean Forum is most timely. The nations of our region have recognized the importance of information and communication technology for their economic and social development, and have all embarked on the development of ICT for the advancement of their societies.
Gathered here around the table is a very select group of committed individuals whose high level of expertise, energy, and enthusiasm guarantees a fruitful and interesting event. Amidst the wide-ranging topics of the global information society debate, we have selected for this forum a number of issues that should be more thoroughly discussed from a Caribbean perspective, or in which the Caribbean has a particular interest. How should the internet be governed? What is in the WSIS negotiations? What is in it for the Caribbean? How can the production of Caribbean content for the World Wide Web be stimulated? And how can the rights of Caribbean content producers be protected? What initiatives could we undertake in the Caribbean to build an inclusive, people-centered information society? Should Haiti and the least developed countries in the world have special arrangements regarding the information society? And another special topic, what can ICT contribute to the recovery of Grenada? Not just to reconstruct what was once there, but to build the foundations of a new, a smart economy.
The audience that is using internet is not very big, given the situation of our infrastructure. We are 8 million, and we have only a few people who can have access to the internet because there is no power. Only 10% of the Asian population has electricity. So I'm sure that there are many people who would like to get access to the internet, but they don't have the means. And the computers are very expensive. We have nearly turned with the cyber cafe in Haiti, which people mostly use them to call. And also you have a lot of service providers, some by dial-ups and some by satellite. We have a telecenter where we train the youth on how to use the internet, on how the ICTs can be used as a development tool. Information society is part of the public speech, but you don't feel like that there is an agenda and that they want to get somewhere. And I think this is what we need. We need a shared vision. I mean, we need an agenda.
We have a program that it was created in 1996 for the massive use of ICT in the society, because the main thrust is to use ICT in all the rest of the programs of the society, not to have ICT as an end in itself. but to use ICT in education, to use ICT in healthcare, to use ICT in better public administration, and of course to use ICT in better management of the enterprises. Those programs are going at different stages. Very recently it was created an office, national office, to support this program.
CAFRA, as you know, is the Caribbean Association for Feminist Research and Action, and we work across the region. So it's going to be difficult to just isolate any aspect of the work. I think for us, all the areas where ICT is concerned and how it affects women would be our concerns, so that we would be into research and planning to find out how it affects women.
The government of St. Lucia has embraced the realities that the primary driver in the shift from the agrarian-based economy, the issue with bananas and the difficulties that we're encountering, and the engine of growth has to be the ICT sector. So e-government unit was set up in the Office of the Prime Minister to focus not just on e-government per se, but on the overall ICT sector, developing a national ICT plan and focusing on various subsectors. The major challenge has been in the organizational capacity, persons being able to change their work processes, change their workflows to effectively use the new technologies.